You are the ruler of your life. You're the one on the throne calling the shots. It might not seem like this all the time. Your parents might try to pressure you into doing certain things, but they are no longer on the throne. Now you call the shots, which means you determine whether or not you win or lose. If you feel like a loser, it means you've been on a losing streak. You've been making wrong decisions and they're haunting you, replaying in your head, making you believe and feel like an actual loser. To combat this, all you have to do is start winning. But of course, this is easier said than done. It's pretty hard to make the right decisions and to do the right things, especially in this rapidly changing world of ours. What's the right thing to study, the right thing to invest in, the right diet, the right way to live life? There are so many choices we have to make in life. How do we increase our chances of making the right ones? Well, every great ruler has a great court. A wise and diverse council of advisors, people that you can go to for advice and motivation whenever you have to make a major decision. If you want to stop feeling like a loser, you must surround yourself with the right people. Today I'm going to tell you the types of people you must have on your council and where to find them. First, we have the fortune teller. If someone is right about the future more than 80% of the time, they are a fortune teller. These people either have a great understanding of human nature, are really good with numbers, or have access to information before others. This allows them to spot trends and uncover truths that everyone else is oblivious to. You see, what's funny about the world is that the masses are usually wrong. Most people are just copying what others are doing or what the media tells them to do. Fortune tellers, on the other hand, come to their own conclusions based on all the data that they process in the big old brain of theirs. People like this are very rare. You probably won't find any in real life, but luckily we have the internet so we can follow them online. Some examples of fortune tellers that I watch like a hawk are Naval Ravikant, who is really good at spotting tech trends, Pentoshi, who is a Twitter personality that's good at reading the crypto markets, and Neil Howe, the author of The Fourth Turning, who basically predicted all of the crises that the world is facing today. It's important to have more than one fortune teller on your council so that you can see multiple perspectives about the future. This will not guarantee that you make the right choice, but it certainly does increase your chances. The second type of person you need on your council is the monk. Monks are the most disciplined people that you know. This is someone who sticks to every good habit you can think of and still manages to have the time to outwork everyone else. The monk is someone you need not for the advice they give, but because simply being near one will motivate you to get your life together. You see, not taking action on the right move is the same as making the wrong move, and monks help prevent this. Now, unlike the fortune teller, the monk is someone you need to keep close. Fortune tellers only need to be visited once a month. Their predictions often don't come true for years. On the other hand, speaking with a monk for just 5 minutes will immediately motivate you. Some good examples of monks are David Goggins and Jocko, both of which are Navy SEALs, but ideally, you should find a monk in real life because it's more motivating when you are closer to one. If you have a hard time finding people like this, you could consider joining our Discord community where there are tons of people building habits and trying to be more productive. I will link to how you can join in the description box below. Next up, we have the expert. The expert is a trained professional who focused many years of their life on a specific subject. Most experts act like mercenaries, traveling from kingdom to kingdom, doing their best to help rulers in exchange for coin. The reason you want to have experts on your council is because it's literally their job to help you win. Some examples of experts are lawyers, accountants, doctors, and financial planners. These people have seen thousands of scenarios play out with hundreds of other rulers, so they have a knack of being able to spot the right move. One very important thing to note, though, is that being an expert does not mean they know the right move 100% of the time. Experts are often deceived, which is why it's best to listen to multiple experts with different opinions before making a major move. Now, there is a very specific type of expert that is extremely beneficial to have on your council, and that's a therapist. A therapist is an expert of the mind, someone who helps you think about the way you think. This is incredibly important because our thoughts literally create the reality that we live in. You could have a terrible life, but still feel happy if your mindset is good enough, which is why this episode was sponsored by BetterHelp. If you've been having a hard time reaching the goals you want in life, it's a good idea to speak with someone to help organize your thoughts, and BetterHelp is perfect for this. Now, just to clarify, this is not a crisis line. This is a professional therapy service that is done securely online online worldwide. The sign-up process is very easy, as you can see here. They will assess your needs and match you up with a licensed professional to speak with, all within 48 hours. You can sign in anytime, send a message to your therapist, or schedule another session whenever you want. If there's ever a need to switch therapists to find a better fit, you can do so for free. BetterHelp is much more affordable than traditional therapy, and they even offer financial aid for those in need. BetterHelp has a special offer today where you'll get 10% off your first month. Just go to betterhelp.com/improvementpill. That's BetterHelp, and join over 1 million people who are currently using the platform. The next type of person you need on your council is the shaman. The shaman is someone who is spiritual and extremely open to new experiences and ideas. The real shamans of the past and many great shamans of today often use substances or meditation to access different states of mind in order to explore such ideas. The reason shamans are important is because they help us become flexible. The greatest rulers are the ones that are open to all ideas, no matter how strange or unconventional they may sound. Oftentimes, the best move is a move that sounds so foreign that most shrug it off as nonsense. It might be something that goes against all of their beliefs about how the world works. Fortune tellers tell you what might happen next. Monks motivate you to take action. Experts watch your back to make sure you don't make mistakes. Shamans open up your mind so when you come across the right choice, you're more willing to believe that it might be the right one. Remember, people who are not flexible with their thinking are more likely to fail in life because the game is constantly changing. Some examples of great shamans are philosophers like Lao Tzu, Alan Watts, and Douglas Adams, who happens to be Elon Musk's favorite philosopher. Finding a shaman in real life can be difficult. They're usually that one quirky person that we know who's always doing or thinking about something new every time we bump into them. So if you can find one, keep them close. And finally, we have the challenger. The challenger is someone who likes to debate and challenge your ideas. They enjoy pointing out potential flaws in your thinking to which you will be forced to come up with a way to prove them wrong, countering their statement. If you cannot counter, then it means that you do not have a full understanding of this move that you think is the right one, which is very useful as it shows you which areas you need to do more research on. Challengers are quite common. I know dozens of them in real life. The problem is that it's tough to find one who uses facts instead of emotions as a way to debate. Most people nowadays on social media will attack the person making the argument instead of the logic. And you also want to find one who can identify false information. Many challengers who do use facts and logic to push back on ideas are unable to see how data and news is often corrupted. Things like propaganda and manipulated studies are far more common than most think. Some examples of amazing challengers are people like Jordan Peterson and Sam Harris, although you're probably not going to find someone that's at this level in real life, which is fine because watching a video of them debate online can still show you flaws in your thinking. And regularly, having debates with average skilled challengers in real life can still be very useful. If you find a decent one, keep them close and share all of your planned moves with them to see what things they push back on. So to sum things up, find advisors for your counsel and go to them when you have to make major decisions in life. This will increase your chances of winning in the game of life. I hope this video was helpful, and again, if you want to surround yourself with more of these types of people, I suggest you check out our Patreon, which will give you access to our Discord community. Besides that, guys, stay tuned.